During course development and actual course instruction, it is important to consider many teaching, learning, and instructional strategies to reach the students and achieve the outcomes of the course. Many strategies used in the classroom can be adapted to fit hybrid or online learning. This presentation will review strategies that can be used for an effective online community based on the 7 principles for good practice in undergraduate education. Provide clear, varied, and frequent means of communication. Listing of hours students can reach me during office hours via phone or video conferencing, but note that they need to make an appointment. Provide clear course expectations. Course expectations for student-faculty contact should be clear and presented at the beginning of the course. Faculty time frame for responding will be outlined. The discussion board should be used to encourage communication between students, asking them to post and then that they respond to 2 of their classmates, for example. Ensure a welcoming atmosphere. Students should be made to feel as if they are welcome and an integral part of the course from day 1 introduction. Provide an engaging introduction and welcome to the course prior to the beginning of the course. Develop assignments that encourage students to work in small groups in the classroom. An example of an assignment would be to have one student interview another student in class that they do not know. I usually ask them to pick someone that they don't know very well. I ask them to sit next to them. I then ask them to take 5 minutes to come up with at least 5 to 10 questions they want to ask them about who they are, their interests, and why they came to Bloomfield College. Assign group assignments with clear guidelines and expectations. Reciprocity and cooperation can be achieved by assigning group assignments with clear guidelines and expectations. The discussion board also encourages the reciprocity when answering others' posts. I will be an active participant in these discussions, so I am an example. Assign at least one project assignment that includes peer review. Peer review will not only help students improve their reading and writing skills, but will also encourage learning how to collaborate effectively. Have students visit a location to do a story about the location. During this activity, they are required to interview someone on the site who coordinates or manages the space for quotes. I also sometimes ask for quotes from someone who works there as an employee. Have students use their actual general education plans. We utilize them to differentiate based on disabilities. Since the students know they are using their plans, they become more active in their learning. By using real, practical materials, students are more inclined to become involved. Encourage students to express their personal experiences related to a concept or content being covered. I often use descriptions of personal experiences while teaching certain nursing content or concepts. Students should also be encouraged to express their experiences, as it often leads to advanced discussion and more in-depth learning. Provide clear guidelines. For example, on an assignment submitted after the due date, note that late work will be docked 5 points a day on top of whatever punctuation, spelling, or grammar errors are counted. Clearly outline when my feedback will be given. Faculty should strictly adhere to this schedule so the students will also give their attention to deadlines. Respond to emails by the day's end and give feedback on all discussion board points nightly. Provide formative feedback. Provide the student with feedback starting with day 1 and continue as the course progresses. An example would be to have students send portions of an assignment or paper for feedback so they are sure they are on the right track, and give feedback in time for them to use it on the assignment. Scaffolding assignments. Faculty can structure the course so assignments are short and built on each other. Reminders. Send reminders before the assignment is due regarding the due date, and then try to comment on the assignment within the same week. Clear and reasonable due dates. Time on task can only be achieved if my due dates are clear and reasonable. Faculty should be careful not to overload assignments and spread out any assignments that will require more time. Coordinate with other division faculty. Be sure to coordinate with other division faculty when students are scheduled 2 major courses in the semester. This happens often with nursing, and coordination can help prevent undue stress to the student as well as rushed or poor assignments. Provide an example of well-written narratives from professionals and past students. If students can then see what other students have produced in previous classes, they are encouraged to submit work that is interesting and engaging. I often explain during my live classes that I try to encourage students to submit work that they would not be ashamed to show a potential employer in their portfolio. Provide clear and precise expectations. Rubrics for assignments should be clear and precise, thereby giving students what is expected for each assignment. As a teacher, I always rely on the idiom walk the walk. You expect your students to give the best, thereby give them the best. Describe course expectations early on. Course expectations, as well as expectations on any large assignment or paper, should be clearly delineated in the course syllabus distributed at the beginning of the semester. Incorporate a range of activities that will address different talents and learning styles. Integrate online games and online self-evaluation quizzes and tools that will help the students' grammar skills for the class. Teach and assess in different modalities. This will encourage talents and reach diverse learners. Online, a student doesn't have to sit in one spot but can listen at their leisure. Dictating PowerPoints can allow students to just listen or read the week's material. Having written oral presentations and projects will allow for everyone to show their diverse talents. Examples of instructional strategies would be PowerPoint presentations, threaded discussions, and video vignettes. Incorporate a learning style assessment. A learning style assessment or multiple intelligence assessment can help the student to know how they learn best and process information. This will not only help the student to plan appropriate ways to study, but also help faculty adjust their course and activities to meet the needs of the student.